Son of a bitch.
Un saluto a tutti.
What's up, Juventini? Welcome back to the AJC. It is match day, all right. Monza and Juventus is very, very close upon us. You could see the starting lineup as we change up the digs here on the watch along. Hope you like the setup. Let me know what you think. I can always change it. If you don't think it's nice, you think it's too much going on, just let me know in the comments, all right. We got LA Juve coming in here hot right out of the gate with this one with what is going on with Sandro there. We just gotta deal with it, man. We just gotta deal with it. Max will never change. Some things never change. I'm not really sure with the Sandro one. I mean, I don't think it was highly necessary. We're playing once a week. There's absolutely nothing wrong with Rugani. But Alexandro coming into the mix, hey, all I could say is fingers crossed. There are no errors. There's nothing that costs us. But as far as the rest of the lineup goes, Szczesny, Gatti, Bremer, Sandro, there were rumors that Gatti was also going to sit and we were going to see Danilo, but not the case. You could see Gatti is in there. Across the middle, Cambiaso, McKennie will make up your right side. Hans Nicolucci Caviglia getting the second consecutive start. Locatelli not quite ready. And Rabiot and Kostic will make up the left side. And then you've got Chiesa and Vlahovic up top. All right, so yeah, Sandro, just get through this game, man. Don't cost us whatnot. Predictions, get your predictions in for this one. Funny thing enough is we put out our AJC video predictions with the team, and man, I found like the only Monza fan ever, probably, or that there is. But anyways, he decided to throw some shots at Twitter and whatnot, and says we have too much faith in Massimiliano Allegri predicting a victory today against Monza, but continues to predict a 1-1 draw. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not feeling it. But with Sandro, maybe my clean sheet prediction isn't the most solid, but I'm sticking with a 2-0 victory is what I called before, and I think Chiesa gets on the board, and I actually think a second one comes from a midfielder, and I'm going to go with Adrian Rabiot on that one. What is up to my friend Rick Aussie 77, our friends at the JCD Melbourne official fan club, Gigi Buffon, and he is coming in here with a 1-0 victory. Classic Cortomuso, all right, and could very well be. We will go through lineups. Obviously, Monza's got a player that we're all keeping tabs on with Colpani. Colpani's been in great form together, but right now, I just don't think he's going to cause any problems. And I will say that I removed him from my Fantacalcio side for this weekend set of games because he was playing Juventus. So they're going to have Di Gregorio, who actually has the highest save percentage in the league. And funny enough, we always know that goalkeepers on against Juventus seem to turn into Superman, all right? So don't be surprised if Di Gregorio has a ton of saves in this one. D'Ambrosio, Cadirola, and Mari as their three center backs. They're going to have Birindelli, Pessina, Gagliardini, and Kyriakopoulos on across the middle with Colpani and Churia ahead with Makin up top. We know what they're going to do. Okay, 3-4-2-1 is going to be their setup from Palladino against Juventus, but the outsides, okay, Kyriakopoulos and Birindelli are going to drop back, okay? So they're going to make that 5-man wall across the back. It's going to be up to Juventus to find a way through. Usually, you got to do that in two ways. Playing through centrally, getting some people to commit to you, and then breaking the lines with passing. I don't know if you're going to get that with Rabiot, McKennie being your two mitsalas. So the other is crosses. Well, you got the right guy in there, Kostic, because he'll spam him in there all game long. Is it going to be the best approach? Hey, time will tell. We will see. I would have approached it a little differently in this game. You all saw my YouTube short. I would have went with Miretti in there, okay? So I would have played Miretti and had him in there. But is what it is. At the end of the day, let's get the job done. Cambiaso on the right side. Look for him to try and spark something. Do a little bit more in this game because he's not going to have to deal with somebody. No disrespect to Pirandelli, but somebody that's not of the caliber of Dumfries when it comes to pace and work rate and energy and everything. So I think he should find himself a little more involved in today's game, all right? So ultimately, though, we got to get the victory, okay? We got to keep the pressure on the Merdazzurri. We got to get this victory, all right? So I still, I know about last year. I know what happened. This was our nemesis last season, but I have a good feeling about this one. I think Juventus approaches this game in a very business-like fashion. I think we get the job done, and then we can sit back for the weekend, everybody, and watch and see what happens in that huge match at the Maradona between Napoli and Inter with major, major implications up at the top of the table. But for us, got to take care of business today. Got to get back to top of the table. Rocco de Glory, ciao, ciao. Game time. We're getting ready. Let's get this predictions in here, everybody. So I've got Rick Aussies at 1-0. I want to get everybody in here, okay? Paredes' nemesis, not us. That's good. Get your predictions in here. The feed, so my feed is finally just cut in there to Juventus and Monza. They're going through the warm-ups. We're looking at Caviglia here. Got it set up here. All right. I got to get the sofa score set up here so I could take a look at rating statistics as we go along. All right, Rabiot. We had a long chat about Rabiot this morning on the preview show, and he's really got to get it going. Just because, in general, we need more out of the midfield. We need more help and everything, and he's got to pick it up. He's nowhere close to what he was doing last season for Juventus. So for me, he's got to get it going. Keep the predictions coming in, my friends. All right, keep them coming in. Apex, missed you on the preview show. Glad you're in here now. Forza Juve from Italy. Welcome. Rocco to Glory, 2-0. Allegri ball. 3-0 coming in from Joseph there for Juventus. Hey, I'd love it. I love the 3-0. I call it 2-0. So a couple goals. Keep that clean sheet going, and let's get the victory. We have a big one after this one, which is Napoli. But first things first, we got to take care of Monza. We're going to be away from home. Get the job done. Don't care how. Just get it done. And yes, Apex, tradition around here for you to drop that comment. Now loading number 39. Sul campo. Sempre sul campo. Rick Alzi saying Rabiot's been disappointing. He put in that season last season where he was our best midfielder, and he's got to get it going. He's got to find a way to impact the matches the way he was last season. But I do call him for a goal in this one because 5 men at the back for Monza. We're going to get greasy. Rabiot, get yourself a greasy one today, all right? Wing of Winter is going with a 3-0 Juventus victory. 2 assists from Caviglia. Beautiful. Would love to see the youngster find a contribution. Let's go. Shaq coming in here. Juventus need to sack Allegri. Well, let's wait until the season ends, okay? Right now, we're second place, 2 points out, and we can go top of the table today. So let's not sack him right now, okay? Let's talk about all that at season's end here. LA Juve. A scary 1-0 for Juve. Sandro's in. Well, yeah, when Sandro comes into play, everybody, hey, is what it is, all right? You guys, please let me know. What do you think of this setup for the watch-alongs? Obviously changing it around here. Let me know, because if it's too much, hey, I just want to make the viewing easy for all of you. So if you think it's too much going on, let me know, and I'll get rid of it, and we'll go back to the old school settings. Apex saying, I can't wait till we get that 4-star on the kit. You know, Juve putting it on regardless of... Oh, absolutely they are. Juve's dropping that 4-star on their the second that we get 2 from now. Definitely. And I am all for it. And I absolutely can't wait. Absolutely can't wait. Let's go, everybody. I hear the trumpets playing over there from the stadium. I can hear that on the feed. You prefer the old school setting? All right. All right. No problem. But Rick Ozzie says setup looks awesome. Andrew Juve is saying love the new look. And it's been a while since Andrew's been free for a watch along. Good to be back. Let's get the job done today. It's great to have you back, my friend. Everybody drop a like. Let's get those likes up on the video. We're not far from kickoff, everybody. So Rabiot we spoke about. Locatelli. You know what? There's not a rush to get Locatelli in there on this game. Caviglia is already tested. Faced as tough a test as he's going to get in the middle of the park, having to play in that game with Inter. So now against Monza, no problem. And let Locatelli continue to recover. He might get some minutes later on in this one, which is fine. But, man, I have no problems with Caviglia. And he could be one that maybe helps us figure things out in the midfield by maybe allowing Locatelli, when he does return, to take up a mid-Salah role. Who knows? It only bodes well the more players you have that come in here that can make an impact, that do things and kind of do well and spark things. It's only going to help matters. I do think Illing Jr. could be useful in this game with how how I anticipate Monza to play. We'll see what happens. Matthew, ciao. Forza Juve. Thank you. Liking the setup. Juventus needs to win more games. Well, let's start today. Let's get the job done here. Aldo, what is up, my friend? Alberto, looking dapper, bro. How's everybody? Ready for the match? Oh, I'm ready. I'm always ready. Yes, Matthew, I know. As you guys can all see, our starting 11 there. Sandro is in the lineup. Is what it is. Just make no mistakes, Sandro. That's all. Just make no mistakes. Yes, Raven, yes. And we haven't seen you for a while, too. Happy to have you in here. This is a Friday. Watch along doesn't happen, but hey, we're going to have 3 in a row. Juve plays today and another 2 Fridays consecutively coming up. I don't know if I'll be able to run watch alongs for those ones, but hey, I'm happy to be here today. Yes, Sandro in there. Sandro is Mad Max Allegri's love child. There is something going on there. It's wild. Apex saying, I wonder what the plan is with Nico Lucci. He's 23, 24. Still isn't getting regular playing time. Yeah, it's I just don't know. I think literally with Caviglia, I think it comes down to, and some of these others, it's just the fact that we've only got one competition. I really do just feel it's that. As far as letting him go on loan in January, though, absolutely not. With what he did and how he handled the game against Inter, he needs to stick around, especially even if we're only bringing in one midfield target, because we could use one midfield target as it stands. We lost Pogba and Fagioli, but to loan him out, absolutely not. Unless you're bringing in 2 midfielders, then you can loan him out, but no, bring in one. Keep it as is, because he could still prove valuable. The other thing is, too, in the new year, we are going to have Coppa Italia ramping up, and you just never know with injuries and everything, and I would hate for us to leave ourselves skinny, especially while we're right there neck and neck with Inter for the top. So I would just I would keep him around. Absolutely. Can't let him go. We're depleted there. Jerry, come on. No way. Not happening. Oh, yes, the Sandro. Man, it's like you wake up and you check the news, you see the rumors, and I come across the name and I see Sandro, and I close my eyes and try to go back to make sure that it is, in fact, just a nightmare, and that maybe I will wake up and it ain't actually happening. No, he's in there. He's in there. Couldn't tell you why. Couldn't tell you why. Not playing Rugani. Even a rest at only one game a week. It shouldn't be necessary, really. Alex P. Ciao. Ciao, Miko. Happy to have you in here. Everybody drop some likes while you're coming in here. Illing Jr. needs to stay. Come on, Juve. Stop selling players we need. Yeah, I have a feeling that we're going to get a couple moves between the winter and the summer, obviously, to fund some other moves that Juventus wants to complete. We'll see. Ciao, ciao. Sandro, I love it. Everybody popping in here, and immediately the first comment is, Sandro? We'll see. We'll see what's happened. Mojo, everything's going well. It's a Juventus game day, and I'm excited and pumped and hoping for the victory, and I believe we will get to see a victory, my friend. Ciao, Mark. Happy to have you in here. Thank you for joining. Don't speak very good English. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Rock the Italian in there. I could translate. Let's rock Monza. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's take care of business today, everybody. We look at the lads coming out, ready to come out of the tunnel. Chesney having a chat with Di Gregorio there, who, like I said, highest save percentage. Do not be surprised if he makes some ridiculous saves here. Goalies have a habit of turning into Superman against Juventus. But he can make some ridiculous saves as long as we bag a couple and ultimately take that W. Let's go. Let's go. And Alex saying, yeah, the most surprising part is that it comes for Rugani. But that's the side. They both kind of made their own in play. So we'll see. Colpani on Sandro is a scary, scary proposition. I will agree 100%. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, it doesn't hurt us. I do expect to see Danilo later on in this game. I would expect to see some other changes too. Maybe Illing Jr. can get some minutes in this one, seeing as how Kostic and Cambiaso have started. Chiesa, Vlahovic. Vlahovic had a great interview. Okay, I'm sure you've all read it. We've posted it across all our platforms, but really, really good, strong words. And something that I echoed on the previous show, and I echoed during the week as everybody was, well, not everybody, but a lot of tifosi were getting rattled around, why are we trying to distract the club? Why is all this news coming out? They're trying to purposely sabotage Juventus because we're fighting for top spot in Serie A. So you've got Conte rumors, Allegri leaving, all this. And I said, look, if you think that this team, anybody involved with Juventus, the media has always been absolutely chaotic around Juventus as long as I can remember, all right? So if you think they're going to be fazed by it or anything, or if they are paying attention to it and get distracted by it, then they're not cut out to be at Juventus, because that is never going to change. The media does it for one reason, not to throw us off, not to distract us, whatever. It's one thing, it's relevancy, because no matter what, if Juve's at the top or if we're, third, fourth, it doesn't matter. We're always the top draw in Italy. We're the biggest club out of Italy. So naturally, it's always going to be about us, and they want the attention. They want that relevancy. Players, management, employees, whether you work in the cafeteria, okay, it doesn't really matter. Juventus, you got to brush it all off. There's only two things that exist with Juventus. You either love them or you hate them. There is no in between, all right? So we know what it's like. Amici di nessuno. Let them continue to talk. Vlahovic says he pays no attention to the rumors. His focus is with Juventus and winning here. And that's what I love to hear. Beautiful stuff. Now he's got to back it up, all right? So let's go. I love that too. Yes. The song that they just love. Before every game, it's nice to know that we are living there rent-free. They just can't keep our names out of their mouths, can they? Juve, you know who's in Juve's songs? Juventus and nobody else. Amici di nessuno, baby. And the more that they talk, the more that they get going, I love it. Embrace it, everybody. It means we're back. We're back. The old lady, baby. The old lady. Danilo is on the bench. Yes, made the squad list, is on the bench. We're getting ready for kickoff here. Extremely close, everybody. Let's go. See the team huddle made famous from the retiro there. The conditions make it look like it's going to be... man. This is going to be a greasy game, everybody. Look at that rain coming down. Yeah, it's going to be greasy. Grease fest. I'm okay. I'm with it. Fabri going to be calling this one. Getting ready. Fino alla fine. Forza Juve, everybody. And there it is. Let's go. Monza Juve. Bremer on the ball to start. Over the Gatti. Finding Cambiaso. Just going to keep possession. No long balls. Remember that long streak we had of long balls to start games where we would just bomb it for? Let's go, everybody. Love it. Dai, dai. Il primo amore, la Juventus. Many of our first loves, my friend. Gatti, oh, misses his pass inside. Monza trying to cut it back and turn on us. Bremer easily cleans that up. However, his touch gets away from him, so he does let it out for a throw-in for Monza. You look at Palladino, ex-Juventus player there. Doing a good job, has to be said, with Monza there. But I don't know if he's going to have enough from them to take care of business today. Let's go. Sandro, over to Kostic, back to Sandro. Just drops it back for Szczesny. Jerry. Davide, love seeing you in here, my friend. Caviglia, looking for the switch field towards Kostic. Headed forward. Kostic doing battle. Does touch the ball back into the midfield. Caviglia trying to settle that one down. The ball does find itself to Rabiot. He passes it backwards for Sandro. Sandro trying to buy a little time. Finding Bremer. He can find Gatti. Gatti does have a little bit of space to carry this over half. He does. Finding Vlahovic. Vlahovic quickly flipping this over to the left side. We've got Chiesa on it now. Chiesa trying to go inside for Vlahovic. A little too far ahead. Will roll into Di Gregorio's hand. We see Massimiliano Allegri there. Rumors will never stop, and they will continue to swirl all season long. But right now, our main focus is the task at hand. We're 2 points away from top. Let's get top today. Let's see where the chips fall at season's end. Not right now. Far too early. All right, Monza just trying to get it out. Trying to bomb this one forward. Bremer doing battle there with Makin there. Does present an opportunity for Monza to win the ball. Foul there. Fabri calls it. Free kick here. Colpani gets ready to take this. Probably going to throw it in the mixer. They've got D'Ambrosio coming forward. Kyriakopoulos. There's Colpani's delivery. It's going far side. Rabiot heads it out of the area. Headed back in. Rabiot intercepts again. Caldirola stepping in. That's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Juventus throw. Rain coming down. Tech over to Sandro. Finds Kostic. Kostic has a lot of space ahead of him. Drop this one over for Chiesa. Chiesa scanning, cutting inside, looking for an option. Swings it out to Gatti. Gatti's going to push the ball forward, finding McKennie. Back to Gatti. Gatti goes inside. Oh, just tries to flick it on there. We do get a foul there on Chiesa. Realizing D'Ambrosio was going to come in heavily. Eats one there. This is a good spot. Let's try and take advantage of this. Ugly weather. Get your bodies forward. McKennie in there. Gatti in there. Bremer in there. Let's go. Try and find one here. Looks like Caviglia is going to take this set piece. Beautiful. Love it. Let's go. Let's get an early one here. Let's go, Caviglia. With the delivery. Here goes. Right in the heart. Bobbled at the back. Cleared finally by Monza, but only as far as Chiesa. Settles it. Finding Kostic. Here comes another cross. Get to it. Cleared out by Monza. Again. Colpani trying to just settle this one down. Juve doing battle here. Sandro trying to shut down Colpani there. No foul there. Kostic comes in but loses it. Rabiot comes in, cleans it up, and now we can easily regroup. He's got Gatti there. He's got Cambiaso a little further right. And my God, it feels like that ball's going to take an hour to get there. Let's go. A little more mustard next time, Adrian. McKennie. Back to Gatti. Sandro. Finding Chiesa. Trying to take two guys on. Loses it there. Rabiot comes in. Can't win it. Chiesa. Tracking back. Here's McKennie. Well read from McKennie. Wonderfully done to step in there. Kostic now. Rabiot finding Vlahovic. Is able to settle it. Oh, Kostic. Trying to turn his man. Nothing doing. Machine. Cut out there. Lovely little 1-2. Oh, but then that pass is cut off by Pessina. All right. Monza's turn to keep a little possession around the back here. Rabiot is one of my favorites on this team. I love his resilience. There you go. When he's on, he is extremely, extremely effective. But yeah, I want to see the Rabiot of last season. I think we need to see that Rabiot, and we can reach the next gear. Monza is going to hold on to possession for a bit. Gagliardini, he does have Pessina there with him. Plays it to him. Gadirola's moving forward. Plays it to Machine. Falls back to Machine, but now cut out by Gatti. Gatti's going to play it over for Kostic. He's going to pop this one forward a little too far for Chiesa. D'Ambrosio's going to play it into Colpani. Drops it in for Gagliardini. They're going to try to probably cross one in. No, he eats it. And there's a challenge from Rabiot winning it. Trying to find Vlahovic there. That's got to be a foul. Well done. And now Juve can regroup and get the ball. It's going to be tight for both teams to try and break down one another. All right. We know how Juve defends. And Monza's going to just essentially, and they haven't so far, given us that outside. They do not want us to go through the flanks, right? They are going to force us inside. Juve's going to have to find an answer. Because so far we're just passing it around the perimeter. It's going to take a little bit more. And the passing is going to have to be a very, very, a lot quicker than what it has been now. So very, very much. Oh! We get a kick! Oh, Cambiaso earns a PK. 8.5 minutes in. Kriakopoulos with his hands. Oh, man, you got to buy him dinner first. You know the rules. Let's go. PK Juve. Come on. Wow. Tugging on Cambiaso. Was he going to get to this one? He's definitely onside. Time at launch. Little push from Cambiaso too. Two guys battling, but maybe a little too much there from Kyriakopoulos. Holy. So who steps up here? Dusan? Dusan set to take this one. Let's go. Let's kick things off. Kyriakopoulos definitely not happy, and rightfully so. I mean, you'd be very, very upset 9 minutes in to be giving up a PK. But I thought, it's a little much there grabbing. He's just holding on a little too long there. That's the way to start. Let's go. Convert this. Convert this for one, baby. Come on, Dusan. Di Gregorio. Vlahovic takes his steps. Awaits the whistle now. Di Gregorio. Is he going to pull something crazy off? Fabri giving the orders to back off the line. Let's go. Come on, Dusan. Dusan steps up. Vlahovic! Oh, stop on the rebound! Oh my God, you've got to be kidding me. Di Gregorio stops it, and even on the rebound, we cannot put it in. That is... Oh my God, that is potentially trouble here. Let's go. We got to shake it off and keep firing here. Big stop from Di Gregorio, but my God, even on that rebound, the reflexes. Come on, we got a corner kick here. Caviglia set to take it. Come on. Put them under, find a goal. Big, big stops from Di Gregorio. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Caviglia set to take this corner. Come on. Oh, yes! Let's go! Rabiot! Come on! Woo! Who called it? I told you Crazy Horse was getting a goal today, and there it is. Rabiot, 1-0 Juventus. Come on, baby. Woo! Let's go! How fitting, how fitting. We talk about him on the preview show. I talk about him pregame here on the watch along and say we need Rabiot to be the Rabiot of last season. And look at him with an absolute thunderbolt of a header there. Di Gregorio, no chance, buddy, no chance. Let's go, baby. Rabiot. Let's go. Capitano, Rabiot, Cavallo Pazzo, come on, 1-0, Juventus. Hey, man, you know, sometimes when you're feeling it, you're feeling it. Rabiot, let's go. Chiesa next. I called Chiesa and Rabiot to be our goal scorers. 1-0 Juventus, brilliant start. Do not rest on this. Let's get comfortable. We can get some subs. Maybe get a guy like Illing Jr. some minutes later on in the game. Danilo is recovering from injury. I'd like to see him get some minutes later on. But a brilliant start for Juventus, okay? Rebounding immediately after that stop penalty and rebound, and scoring on the ensuing corner kick. Let's go. Monza with possession. Caldirola finding Pessina as he works up the left flank. McKennie watching him. Chiesa giving chase here. Pushing Caldirola all the way back to Di Gregorio. Look at this. Come on. Put him under. Plays it out for D'Ambrosio. Beautiful 1-0 so far for Juventus. The right start. The right start for Juve. Definitely want to get that advantage, but again, keep putting them under. Keep putting them under. Little pressure now to Di Gregorio as he plays it out for Kyriakopoulos. the one who gave up the PK on his foul on Cambiaso. Gagliardini now. Scanning. Rabiot making some calls of what he wants to see defensively behind him. Pessina carries it forward to Caldirola. Machine takes it from him. Back to Pessina. Go back to Madi. Over to D'Ambrosio. Oh, Mark. I love it. I love it. Mark chose violence today in the chat, everybody. Absolutely love it. You know, I see some comments about Vlahovic and the PK and everything. Look, I mean, that rebound came out very, very quick, and it was high. You know, I'll give him a pass for not directing it further over enough. And on a PK, goalie's going to guess, and all you can do is pick your spot and try and hit it. For me, as long as you're hitting target, forcing him to guess right and make a save, it's okay. For me, Jorginho's the worst penalty kick taker. That style, I hate that style, that approach, and it is what it is. I don't think there's anybody that's going to go through a career with 100 PK, 100% PK rate, so it is what it is. But, crossing it over to the backside, Kyriakopoulos. Trying to take on Cambiaso, is watching him. Oh, popped over to the back post, but not able to be kept in by Colpani. It is what it is. Yes, the PK was weak. I get it, but it is what it is, you guys. It is what it is. All I will say is next man up. Keep it in rotation, okay? I've always believed that you just keep it in rotation. It's not that you need to go back to him immediately, but next guy up. I don't know, is Chiesa decent at PKs? He could take the next one. And then you know what? If he gets it, then he stays on him. Otherwise, you just keep it rotating. But usually, these guys know who their top guys are through training sessions. So, it is what it is. Tech. Look at McKennie's way. Caldirola comes into his back there and gives him the nudge that sees it go out for a Monza throw-in. Savvy little move there. Little elbow into the side too. He's got Mac feeling it. Kenny not too happy about it. Hey man, keep the number. Give him the business when it's your turn. Monza on possession now. D'Ambrosio on the right side. Has a run being made there. Trying to pop it over the top there. Unable to find him. Vlahovic. Making a boot change. 17 minutes in. Maybe it was the boots, you guys. Take it easy. Take it easy. Oh, Rick says the buses are coming. The buses are coming. Let's see. Let's see. Sandro clearing this one up. Vlahovic doesn't really contest that. Kostic trying to drop it down. Chiesa does hit it off a defender. It's going to be Juventus throw-in. Look at the rain coming down, man. I will say this. I actually love those games. I don't know. Something about those downpours. Just absolutely love those games. Part of it is because you just always feel refreshed. I never feel tired in those games. Like, I feel like you just keep running and running and running. But, yeah, I love them. Caldirola. Working it inside. Does find itself to Pessina there. Pessina. Kyriakopoulos. Pessina. Mari. Faking that he's going to launch it forward. Ends up just giving it to Pessina. So possession right now for Monza, but simply on the perimeters. Trying to go inside centrally now. Easily eaten up by Bremer and then Rabiot. Tech's on it. No real pressure from Monza, but he can only clear it forward. Chiesa comes in, settles it. Cambiaso being put under here. Tries to find it to Gatti, but there is going to be a call for a throw-in, I believe, as it did find its way over the line. Slide for days in this stuff. Oh, yeah. The slide tackle's the best in this. You can really make some ground up when the pitch is like this. Closing in on 20 minutes. 1-0 Juventus. Goal coming from Adrien Rabiot. Oh, Cambiaso strips that one. It does stay in. Running at Caldirola here. Stops it, plays it back to McKennie. Little cross in. Too far for Vlahovic, and nobody else really supporting and helping him. Ooh. Soft one there, and really letting him off the hook there, but McKennie's main concern was just getting back into position. Mari being put under pressure by Chiesa. Has to go back to Di Gregorio. Now to Caldirola. A little bit of pressure coming from McKennie. He's launching this thing forward. Bremer's going to eat that one up easily. Chested down. Bombs it forward. Does keep it in play. McKennie now giving chase to Pessina, but he's able to keep it in. But pass forward. Easily cut out. Sandro's going to find Kostic. It just goes back to Szczesny. Bremer's going to widen out. So will Sandro. Bremer finds it as Gatti just ahead of him. But he decides to slow things down and go back to Szczesny. Szczesny. Outside to Gatti. Does have space to take a look here. McKennie hugging the line. Gatti's going to try to go inside centrally to Vlahovic. Swallowed up, but we regain possession through Cambiaso. McKennie goes back to Bremer. Bremer now trying to switch this out wide for Kostic. It's headed out. It's going to be Juventus throw. He's been trying that. He tried it quite a few times against Inter too, but it's not too good, those switch fields from Bremer. So I'd like to see someone else pick up that ball and distribute. Finds Pessina for Krakopoulos. Kyriakopoulos to Pessina. Pessina now standing on it. Outside to Caldirola. Closed down by McKennie. Back to Pessina. Juve is dropped all the way back. All the way back. Let's get this possession. Come on. Go press them a bit. Let's go. Put the pressure on. Get this ball back. D'Ambrosio inside. Copani being watched by Caviglia. Birindelli, awful pass. Stopped by Chiesa. He takes off. Rabiot's on it now. Trotting forward. Inside for Chiesa. Beats his man. No foul called there. Oh, plays it too far ahead. Oh, Cambiaso just couldn't strip it in its entirety to be running back at Monza. Di Gregorio and Caldirola exchange. Gagliardini back to Caldirola. Mistouch. Cambiaso just light pressure there from him. Awful pass from Caldirola. Misses Kyriakopoulos. Juventus gets a throw in deep in Monza's territory. Let's go. And I do agree with you, Aldo. Gatti is better at those cross-field switches of play. But ultimately, I'd like to see our midfield pick up that ball for distribution. Everybody, reminder. Hit that like button. Let's go. Bremer to Gatti. Into McKennie. Gatti. Back to Bremer. It's going to go back to Tech. Giulia's not really going to put any pressure there. Tech's going to find Gatti. He's got time. He's got space. Back to Bremer. Bremer to Tech. Tech finding Vlahovic. Lovely settle over to McKennie. Little quick touch for Gatti. Gatti now is going to try and switch field. That's a good switch field to Kostic. Now he can carry it at Monza. He's got help coming. The form of Rabiot and Caviglia. That's touched off Monza. That's going to be corner kick. Oh, they're calling Kostic on a foul before that. I don't really buy that one at all. My God, is that ever a soft call? This ref's a little bit inconsistent already out of the gate here, everybody. Hopefully doesn't prove to be a factor here, but we got a free kick. Just can't really fathom that one being a free kick. Wild to me. Should have been corner kick Juventus. Di Gregorio bombs this one. Caviglia goes up for Rabiot, does battle to win this one. Oh, a little bit of a break. Bremer swallows that up though. Played through still. Here's a hit. Always sailing high. But there was a touch there from a Juve player on Copani's shot. Copani's getting ready to take this corner kick for Monza. Copani getting a lot of eyes on him this season. 24 years old, has a bunch of experience for that age, and having a strong season for Monza. Juve, one of the teams apparently keeping tabs, as well as Inter. Copani. His ball's in swinger, going back post. And slowly rolls into the corner. Dealt with by Juventus. Cambiaso. Dealing with a lot of pressure. Does well. Finds Sandro. Finds Rabiot. And we have some space now to get out of trouble. He's going to carry it forward. Now finding Kostic. Kostic has space. Chiesa makes himself available. Settles this ball down. Here comes the double team. D'Ambrosio comes to help. Chiesa. Ooh, gets that one wrong. And skies that one. And there you see him say, Fanculo. It's okay, Freddie. You'll get the next one, my friend. All right. Yeah, I'd break the snow cap out there too if I wasn't actually playing. Brutal. Brutal. Just coming down. As a spectator, it sucks. Unless you're playing, this is terrible, but I love playing in this, but as a spectator, just brutal. Just brutal. Bremer over to Sandro. Ooh. Sandro does draw the foul there on Copani after a quick little touch there on what looked like a suspect pass over to him. But we're okay. 27 minutes. Dai, andiamo. Yeah, I was saying this, like, when they panned in at the start of the game, like, this is, it makes things greasy. Advantage, disadvantage, I don't know. Depends how you look at it. We play very, workman-like games anyways, so maybe advantage for us. Monza heads this in. Machin. Churia. He lays this one off. Gagliardini trying to set up a shot. Now Copani cuts in with his left. The shot's blocked. Rabiot does well there. McKennie plays it up to Vlahovic. Vlahovic just pops it back for Cambiaso. Cambiaso settles it. Plays it to Tech. Drops back for him. Tech. Inside to Caviglia. And there's the quick pass outside for Sandro. Easily handled the press by Juventus. Sandro can't make up his mind. It looked like Kostic ended up offside by the time the ball was delivered. And it is offside. Commentator saying Sandro waited too long, you think? Galdirola back to Mari. Over to D'Ambrosio. Does have a little bit of space there. Chiesa gets back into position. D'Ambrosio cuts inside. Probably only going to drop it back for Madi. And there it is. Now Caldirola. McKennie's going to bomb forward. Played over to Kyriakopoulos. Cambiaso watches him. Ball forward. Bremer keeping tabs. Ooh, there's a clip there. And he's going to get a yellow. Clipping Kyriakopoulos there. Just a little off in terms of how we press teams. Just a little off. But man, is it ever coming down. Look at that on that replay. Wow. So Jeff Costello coming in here. I seldom complain about refs this year, but they've really been getting on my nerves. All the calls are against us. It's just, and you know what? For anybody that wants to check out like a broader Calcio show, I run the Calcio Review, another YouTube channel, but it's obviously now I'm watching a lot more than I have in years past. It's just shoddy officiating everywhere, like in Serie A. Like there is just brutal levels of consistency in this league when it comes to officiating. And yeah, it's just poor. It just really, really is poor. I will agree here with Diljit here. It's just poor. It's just poor. Gatti on the ball. Finding Sandro. Has Kostic. We'll play it to him. Back to Sandro. Churia applying a little bit of pressure there for Monza. But Sandro will just go back for Szczesny. Szczesny. Over to Bremer. Bremer now. Carries forward. Has Gatti to his right. Kolpani trying to block that out. Can't do it. Gatti just playing it ahead for Vlahovic. Being forced back. Finding Gatti. Gatti to Bremer. Feints to Sandro. Goes back to Gatti. And Gatti can only go back to Bremer, who's probably going to find Tech here. Tech's going to wait. No, he doesn't wait to see if Monza will apply a little pressure. Finding Sandro inside for Cambiaso. Does well to escape Kyriakopoulos. Now he's running at Monza through the center. Looking for options. Gets his ball all wrong. Trying to find McKennie there. Kostic comes in. Finds Caviglia. Quickly finding Gatti. Gatti over to McKennie. Don't think he's going to take his man on. Drops it back for Gatti. Gatti in for McKennie. McKennie goes all the way back for Bremer. Bremer to Tech. I'd like to see Caviglia not be so panicked or rushed to move the ball to someone else. Take a shot. If you see a pass you think you can make, try and break some lines here. Vlahovic doing well there. Rabiot coming in, cleaning this up. Nice ball over to Chiesa off the left. He's in his money spot. Couple step overs, cuts off to the left. Cross coming in, but it's blocked. It's going to be a corner kick for Juventus. 32 minutes, 20 seconds. Come on. Let's see if we could get a second one here, everybody. Kostic set to take this one. See if we can get the second one here. Come on, everybody. Let's go. Cross comes in. Kostic cross. Sandro flicks it to the back. Gatti, how do you miss that? How do you miss that, Gatti? All alone in front of the net, and he hits it skywards. Oh, just couldn't direct that inside the bar. Oh. Unreal. Sandro flicks it in nicely across goal. Oh, he got it all wrong. Tried to get his foot around that. Probably feeling the pressure of Di Gregorio. And all he ends up doing is toe blasting it straight up. Ooh, that was a close one. Close call there. Chiesa applying a lot of pressure on Di Gregorio now. Vlahovic watching Caldirola. Kyriakopoulos closed down by Cambiaso. And there you go. Now we earn the ball back. That is what we need, everybody. Win the ball back quickly. Don't give them anything. McKennie getting set to take this one long. Here comes McKennie. Oh, he just chalks that one in deep. Get there. Monza trying to clear Kostic. Just hits it back into the area. Oh my God, here's Vlahovic. Just tries to find a man. Hit it! Oh, big stop by Di Gregorio. Oh, man. Good opportunity as the ball laid off again for the crazy horse Rabiot. Rabiot's having himself a game. I said we need Rabiot to be effective. We need him to be the guy he was last season, and he is today. He's been everywhere, and he's been finding the right avenues, the right lanes, right spaces, doing great work defensively. Love to see it. Great 35 minutes from Adrien Rabiot right now. Hey, man, what did I say? He's got the high save percentage in the league, and goalies against Juve just seem to find themselves making saves. Oh, here comes Monza, but McKennie clears this one out. We should be up 2-0. We should be up 2-0. Absolutely. We should be up 2-0 in this one. Monza now on the ball. Calderola going to find him. McKennie's going to go close him down. Cambiaso watching Kyriakopoulos. Gatti lays off of Machine. Pressure on Mari from Vlahovic. Forces him back to Di Gregorio. Vlahovic calls everybody up. Don't give them space. D'Ambrosio on the right. Pessina. Back to Mari. Over to Calderola. Kyriakopoulos. Man, that name. I tell you, I could never probably commentate on a Greece national game. Names are friggin' nightmares. Pessina on the ball for Monza. Kyriakopoulos. Back inside. Pessina wants it again. Scanning. Trying to switch this one out to the right. He does. Birindelli. Inside to Colpani. Out to Gagliardini. D'Ambrosio looking to have a cross. That's blocked. Kostic. Colpani on it. Plays it inside. Churia to Pessina. Back outside. D'Ambrosio. Back inside for Gagliardini. Really no lanes, no avenues, nothing doing right now. Juve staying in their territories. Caviglia coming out, closing down nicely there. As far as what they have to do defensively, Juve's got that down pat. Like when you look at assignments and knowing when to lay off, when to leave guys, it looks very, very cohesive and very, very strong. There's no questioning they've got that part figured out. But they still have to... Oh, what a lovely tackle from Caviglia. Gatti. Gatti goes for a little sprint here. Hits it off a Machine in the end. It's going to be a throw in deep in the territory for Juventus. Get Weston up there. Let's take another long one. See if we could generate another opportunity that way. Yeah, I'll hit you with the stats, Mark. No problem. No problem. So far we got 61% possession Monza. I'm actually surprised by that, to be honest, at how this is playing out. But 61%, 39% Juventus. 3 total attempts for Monza, 9 for Juventus. 0 on target for Monza, 4 for Juventus. Big chances, 3 big chances for Juventus and 3 big chances missed. What did I say? We're the team with the most big chances missed in the league. We got to get better at that. We got to get better at that. 6 opportunities out of our 9 shots are from inside the box. That is something Juventus does much better this season than we did last. Sandro eats the foul there. Birindelli getting called on that one. A little too much pressure there. I like Gatti a lot. I like him a lot, but obviously there is room to improve. But hey, it'll come. It'll come. Chesney gonna bomb this one. Route 1. Closing in on 40 minutes, everybody. Oh, man, you got to just settle that. Chiesa tried to one-touch that inside. Got it wrong. It's cut out. Gives Monza possession back. Di Gregorio. Probably going to slot out to Caldirola. He does. Has Kirikopoulos there. Back to Caldirola. Back to Di Gregorio. McKennie going to close him down on one side. Little pressure there. Di Gregorio bombs it forward, but easily cut out by Sandro. Well done. There you go. Finding Kostic here. Into Chiesa. There you go. Take your man on. Let's go. Gain that. Come and support him. Inside for Sandro. Back to Chiesa. Oh, there you go, Sandro. Have a cross in. No. Feints. Drops it back. Here's Kostic's cross. Oh, looked like it went off the shoulder of the Monza defender. But I think they're going to give goal kick here to Monza. Vlahovic was in there. Little bit of a looping cross. Not the best, but close. Close to Vlahovic. Monza trying to work their way forward. Bremer not allowing Churia to even breathe. Love to see it. Love to see it. Dilgi, parlo italiano, poco, poco. Però ogni tanto ci parlo. McKennie. Back to Gatti. Has Bremer. Goes all the way to the left for Sandro. Kostic is ahead of him. He will play it to him. Rabiot comes inside to show for. He gets it. Little quick pass for Chiesa. Little heel pass. And then Rabiot looking for Vlahovic. It's deflected out by Gagliardini. It's going to be a Juventus throw. Foul there. Earned by Federico Chiesa. So this game is exactly what I predicted, you guys. The blueprint is laid there, and this is how Monza plays. They shut down those flanks, and you've got to find other methods, other ways, other lanes. Gatti making an error there. Colpani trying to turn it here. He gets by Cambiaso, but Gatti. Very nice recover there from Gatti. Bravo, bravo. Just have to, again, figure out different ways to advance the ball, different lanes to play through than just the perimeter and the outside, the flanks. We've got to get the midfielders way more involved, and the forwards need to play off of them. It's just got to kick it up a notch. But to be honest, I don't think we're going to be too concerned or too terrified. Inside for Machine. Look at Rabiot. My God. Just keeps sniffing everything out that Monza tries centrally. Eating everything up. He's having an absolutely wonderful half. Obviously our goal scorer as well with an absolute cannon of a header. Birindelli. Gagliardini. Caldirola, And Monza just keeping possession, always on the perimeter though. Monza. Time's going to run out on this half. Gagliardini on it. Finds its way to Caldirola. Finds Machine. Pessina. D'Ambrosio. Oh. Finds Birindelli. Cross. And this one's heading out. But it was deflected. It's going to be a corner kick for Monza. Juve will have to contest this. We're closing in on the 45th minute. And then we'll probably get, 2 minutes, I'd say. Maybe 3. Some yellow cards dished out there. Monza looking to take this. Here's an in-swinger. Headed away. Kostic applying pressure. We're at 45 minutes. We get 1 minute of added time. Monza on the ball here. Trying to find some lanes here. Colpani back for Gagliardini inside. Huge intervention from Bremer. Wonderful by Bremer on D'Ambrosio, of all people, who found himself in that attacking position. But a little bit of a warning shot there from Monza. Colpani runs over it. Machine with the cross, and that's headed over Tech's goal. We're almost at half, everybody. This one's going to get blown down pretty quick here. Bremer's down, though. Bremer's down. Not a guy you want down. Ooh, wow. Mari and Bremer. Heads meet. And that's going to rattle cages. Wow. All right. 1-0 Juventus. We got to make sure Gleison Bremer's okay. We look at the absolute thunderbolt header from Adrien Rabiot after the missed PK and rebound from Vlahovic. Beautiful goal. Set pieces. Set pieces are our bread and butter, baby. And I'm okay with it. I don't care how that ball crosses that line. Just make it happen. Buses getting ready for the second half. Legit. Oh, yeah. As expected, Monza, most of the possession. We just can't retain the ball. We've got to get better. But again, we're playing, like I said, to the perimeter where the lanes are gone. And now we have halftime, everybody, all right? We're playing to the lanes where it's just, it's flooded, it's congested because they're not giving us that. You have to take what your opponent gives you, and you got to sort that out. Nonetheless, okay, 1-0 Juventus. We're going to go through the player ratings, okay? We're going to go through stats. At half, 63% possession in favor of Monza. 10 total attempts for Juventus with 4 on target. 5 total attempts for Monza, 0 on target. 3 big chances for Juventus, 0 big chances for Monza. 3 big chances missed. Out of our 10 opportunities, 7 of them have been inside the box. That is something that, again, is a massive improvement from last season. We just got to find more goals, everybody. Got to find more goals. I think we could be 2-0 up in this one. There was a good opportunity fell there for Adrien Rabiot to maybe get a brace in this one, but is what it is. We're 1-0 for the most part. Monza has been held toothless, okay? They're not really concerning me, but that doesn't mean that we shouldn't approach the second half trying to do better in terms of retaining the ball, more control in play, and ultimately sealing this one. Let's not grind this one out on white, on one. Let's keep it going and seal it up. Get some changes in there. My man, Rick, that is 25 gifted AJC memberships over the past 3 live shows. Rick, you are an absolute legend, all right? And much, much love to you and all our brothers and sisters, members of the JCD Melbourne Gigi Buffon official Juventus fan club, all right? Absolute legend there, okay? Absolute legend. Now, yes, everybody, show our brothers some love there. Massive, massive. Shatterstar coming in here. Great to see you. Let's go. Let's go. Skanga coming in here to brag about a halftime prediction. That was us being up 1. Yeah. Come on, man. Come on, man. Get around here a little more. Actually, he's probably running the main. So, yeah. Keep it up, brother. Keep it up. Saluti to Anthony Skanga there. Let's go. And you know what? I think you're right, Alex. I think we gotta get some love there in the background with some neon lights for all this love. Absolute legend. We're gonna do something. We're gonna do something. All right. Now we gotta keep things going. We get through the stats. We're gonna go through some of the lineup and obviously the ratings. Okay. Let's go through some of the ratings here. Szczesny 6. Everybody starts at a 6. Szczesny 6.6. No problems with it. Not a lot of work for Tech. 6, 6.5. Sure. Gatti's at a 6.7. I have no problems with that, giving him a half point above. I think he's doing a good job. Bremer is at close to a 7, 6.8. I have no problems with that. Bremer's been a rock. He's making life hard for Monza to get over when they're trying to release on those long balls. So he's doing a great job there. Sandro has a 7.6 from SofaScore. I'm going to be quite honest, just a 6.5. I mean, he hasn't cost us anything, but he hasn't really excelled to a level of 7.6. SofaScore, lay off. Cambiasso at a 7. I think Cambiasso's been doing really good. I have him at 6.5. I think 7 might be a little too high there. McKenny's at a 6.7. I have Weston not as involved as I would like after our midfield there. That's brilliant there, Animesh. Yes, Allegri is running a SofaScore there. I gotta say, I need to see more involvement out of McKenny. I think 6.5 is probably fair, or even just a level 6. Hans-Nicolas Caviglia has a 6.8 from SofaScore. Not a lot of involvement, but doing some good things. Again, I want to see Caviglia hold the ball a little bit more and him start to pull the strings a bit. Not be so rushed to find Gatti, Kostic, Rabiot, McKenny. I have confidence in this kid. Let's see him pull some strings. But probably a 6.5 is fine. Rabiot at a 7.5. Look, easily our best player in that half of football, okay? Easily our best player. Rabiot at a 7.5. I ain't going to argue with that, okay? I am not going to argue with that. Kostic, 6.9. I don't know. I don't know if he's pushing a 7 for me in this game. 6.5 I think is fair. Vlahovic is at an even 6. Well, you miss a PK, you miss the rebound on it. Not a lot of involvement outside of that. Level 6 probably is fair. Chiesa's at 6.6. Even he has not had a lot of involvement. We need to find ways, but again, you're not going to do it for Chiesa when he's coming out to the flanks where they are literally blocking us and holding us up. He needs to find a way to play as a second striker if you're going to play a second striker and get involved centrally. We're going to have to work off of that. But is what it is. Overall, I am very, very happy. We've got the 1-0 lead. Everybody, while you're dropping in here for the halftime shows, let's get those likes up, okay? And let's see what you guys think. Why you'd saying last season we lose against them home and away. 1 goal is not enough. We need to score 1 or 2 more goals. Yeah, I'd like to get another one. Absolutely, okay? Absolutely like to see another one. Sandro scores and I give out 10 more memberships, I promise. Yeah, I don't think there's any threat there, brother. I don't think there's any threat there. Oh, man. But the 10 reminds me, everybody, oh my God. So, the kits. We've given 1 out of the 10. They are held up at customs. And I cannot get through to our postal service for the life of me to try and get answers as to when I'm going to see them, what is going on, what is the holdup. There's been no scans, no new updates, and they can't give me an answer. I am fuming, everybody. Fuming over this, okay? So I am working on it. Okay? Where do we got? We got, I saw my man. There we go. Tony Trim coming in here. What's going on, brother? What a beauty by Rabiot. Absolutely. Home to watch the game, thankfully. And I did call 2-0 Rabiot and Vlahovic. There you go. I had 2-0 Rabiot Chiesa, but not getting Chiesa as involved. We'll see what happens. Let's go. Keep your comments coming in here, everybody. You guys, I'm telling you. I think we'll get the second one. Is anybody worried about not keeping a clean sheet in this game? Because I'm not really too concerned about that. I think we will finish this one up with a clean sheet. Monza's been held toothless. They're having a tough time trying to figure out how to crack us. And I did say this is one of the things we can bank on going into games. Okay, you can bank on this because we've got this defense that no matter what happens with the transition, with the middle of the pitch, with our strikers, with our forwards, we can always fall back on the fact we are going to be a tough team to crack. I will agree with Alex that the pitch is a bit of a concern, the conditions and whatnot, but I don't know. I still like our chances here. That also makes it harder for Monza to play kind of their style and how they like to create opportunities and stuff. So it's making it a little bit harder for them as well. We'll see what happens, but I'm pretty confident in this one that we go through unscathed and take top of the table here. Obviously, another half to play. Would love to see another goal because I do want to see some changes. And I want to see Miretti actually come into this game. And I'll tell you why. Because of the way Monza plays, their game is literally the blueprint to slow us down. We do need to see how we can change our angles of attack, how we can hurt these teams when they do this. McKennie, absolutely no problems with him this season. He's worked his ass off. He deserves a ton of credit. I do still prefer him as a right wing back. Cambiaso, though, I have no problems with Cambiaso on the right side or the left side, but I do like to see Miretti come into this game. I also wouldn't mind seeing Kenan Yildiz come in this game, all right? And we had some rumors this morning swirling around about Yildiz and some top clubs, etc. Love the Instagram post where he just put simply, just Juve. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. I'd like to see Yildiz, Illing Jr., Miretti. I'd like to see some changes, but let's get comfortable. Let's get a quick one to start the second half, all right? And I do agree with you. I do still believe we need to kill the game, brother. 2 or 3-0? Absolutely. You guys, I can't believe it. You know, there was a Monza fan coming at me on Twitter. It's hilarious. It all started with our prediction video from the team. And he comes out and Luca, classic Luca fashion, always being dramatic in his section of the video. In his prediction, he records himself saying, "I fear Monza." Bless his heart. His name is Luca Natale. His last name is Christmas. Okay, translated. Bless his heart, but my God. My God. So anyways, we have some fun with that. And Lex posts a picture of him from the video and puts "I fear Monza" in quotation marks. We all had to laugh at that. And then a Monza fan pops up and has to come aboard, say, "You should." You should fear us. I laughed immediately, retweeted it, and then here we go. He says 1-1 full-time score. Well, maybe, but I said no. I'm calling 2-0. I'm calling 2-0. He said, you have too much faith in Allegri. I responded by, probably just not enough faith in you guys, is what it actually is. All right? But the Chihuahuas will literally come out of everywhere. And there you go. The new Chihuahua on the block. New Chihuahua on the block. Look, Juve, don't let me down here. Second half. Okay? 1-0. No. Let's get that second. And let's take top of the table. And let me please have the last laugh on this Monza fan. Come on. Don't do me dirty like this on a Friday heading into the weekend. I think we're going to be okay. 3-0 coming in here. Let's go. Do I think Locatelli will be good? I think he is good. But I don't think there's a rush to get him in this game, like, at all. I'm fine with it. We've got Napoli on deck. Continue to let him do his thing. And for me, and yeah, I agree with Shatterstar here. Locatelli is good. I think he's a good midfielder. I think the supporting cast is just missing someone to elevate that midfield. I really, really do. There's a profile we don't even have. Bremer should be careful. We need him against Napoli. Do you think he should be substituted after the hour mark with Rugani? I think the way this game's going, I'm comfortable seeing him out, but it really depends on what happens. If we get a second goal and we have a cushion, 60 might be a little bit too early, especially how he plays. I'd probably wait a little bit longer to be more comfortable, but I'm not terribly concerned right now, to be honest. Richard, number 7 for the second goal. Let's go. Let's go. Love us a Chiesa goal. Sandro isn't playing bad. He isn't. He isn't playing bad. I can only think of one occasion where Colpani made him look somewhat silly, and he recovered very, very well. So he's holding his own. Holding his own. I like Locatelli. I think he's one of the most important Juventus players. I stand by my remarks on him almost any time he comes up. For me, he is, in fact, the glue in the middle of the park, okay? He is the glue for us. And I truly do believe that. All right. So we hear some dance music playing there. We got Mota getting ready for Monza. We've got Milik warming up for Juventus. A few others, obviously. I don't think we're going to get changes too quickly here from Juve. It has not stopped. It is still downpour. Will the conditions change things, make an impact? You look at Colombo. Looks like he's set to come in for Monza. And that makes sense if they're trying to look for an answer, because Churia is not having anything up front there. Bremer is just literally chewed him up and spat him out, man. Like, nothing going on there. I like this. Score soon. Second on counterattack. Love it. Love it. Let's go. I feel like we need someone like Buongiorno for this January, as it will help with movement on the left. I believe that there's not going to be a ton of action. But I will say this. For me, you absolutely have to bring in an offensive-minded midfielder. There's no ways around it. That is the top priority for me in what we need and what we should be looking at bringing in. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments. And right on cue, Shatterstar's in there with me. Creative midfielder. We're looking at Juve getting ready to come out of the tunnel there. Rabiot having some words with Fabri there. Don't I trust Miretti? Miretti needs a loan, and I've been saying this for a long time. This season, I was happy that he stayed and was looking good at the start of the season, but the contributions and just that vision, that cut above that we need isn't there yet. So it's not really about trusting Miretti. It's just that he's not there. We need another level. We need another level above that for me. But I think Miretti would do wonders with a loan, just like Sule is, to be honest. So for me, I'd probably look at going that route, to be honest. Absolutely is. Still growing. I have faith in him. And I got a lot of his rookie cards, so I'm really banking on him becoming something awesome. Tony Trim, let's go. 2-0. 2-0. Come on, baby. I'm ready for this second goal. I'm ready for the second. And I agree with this point as well. Miretti would thrive in a strong, experienced midfield. He is not ready to be the focal point. There's nothing wrong with that. And I totally agree. Our young guys need to be the ones that come in and are integrated in. And I said this morning that Miretti now faces a lot of pressure with no Pogba, no Fagioli and whatnot. And I think it would have been a lot of pressure on Fagioli too, because I think he's got a lot of growing to do. They're just not that cut. They're just not ready to impact and influence and be those guys immediately. There's nothing wrong with that. I just think they need some time. But Miretti, on loan, I think would do wonders. And here we go. Second half is underway. Let's go, everybody. Fino alla fine. Forza Juventus. Let's go. Immediately, Monza's on the back foot. Chiesa wins his one-on-one. Finds Vlahovic. Oh, he mishits. Oh, my God. And lays it off to nobody. Caviglia was coming in. Couldn't find it. And Bremer was in hard there. I think it ended up getting called offside. Called back. Oh, man. Yeah, Chiesa ended up being well offside there. Wouldn't have that been something 30 seconds in? Bagging that second? Yes, please. Come on. Rabiot settles for Caviglia. Trying to get Fabri out of his way so he can move forward. Rabiot now on it. Takes a touch. Finding Vlahovic. Trying to cross it in. Oh my God. Just a toe from Calderola there. Otherwise, that would have hit McKennie right on the money. Colpani doing battle with Gatti. Gatti does well. McKennie quick touch forward for Cambiaso. He's trying to flip it in for Rabiot. Chested down. Oh, the chest pass lets him down. Back in. Here's Chiesa. Has a hit. It's blocked. McKennie. What is he trying? It wasn't even a bike. It was a flip. Just a flick backwards. What? Come on, Mac. Let's go. You've got them pinned back. You're putting pressure on them. Let's be a little more selective here. All right. Kostic. Oh, here comes Kostic. Chiria's going to get the yellow there, I would assume. Professional foul there. My timer is going. My timer is going. It's at 47. Yeah, it's going, everybody. I don't know what to say there, man. I'm looking at it. It's updating. I can't. Okay, it's updated now. There you go. There you go. My bad, everybody. I don't know how that happened because it was literally running the whole time. Apologies. Gatti's going all the way back looking for Tech. Ooh, got to make him come out. Got to make him get a few extra steps today. Bremer, Caviglia, quickly finding McKennie. Over to Sandro. Here we go. Kostic. He's got two guys to deal with here. Oh, man. Gives in this time on the shoulder barge. Lets Mari take himself out. We got a corner kick. Let's try and end it here. Nice read from Kostic. Chiesa and Caviglia both on it, but Caviglia is set to take it. Let's go, kid. Drop another dime here. Let's get a second one. Let's go. Come on. Caviglia. Oh, actually finds Chiesa. Top of the area. Has a hit. Oh, it's blocked. Back out to Caviglia. Left-footed. Feint. No, there it is. Cross. Oh, he drives this one. Can't find anybody. Bremer. Back for Cambiaso. Sandro comes back to help him. Kostic now. Excuse me. Oh, Chiesa. Trying to beat his man. Nothing doing. Sandro going all the way back for Tech. In for Caviglia. Bremer. Back to Gatti. Juve enjoying possession now. Back to Tech. No pressure coming from Monza. And we do have to let you know, like I said, Colombo was set to come in. He took Birindelli, and Motta actually came in for Machine. So two changes there at the half for Monza. Rabiot and Caviglia, Cambiaso interchange. Gatti now. Over to McKennie. Juve just enjoying possession. Not in a rush to make any moves or advancements forward in a manner to leave themselves open. They're going to force Monza to open up a bit. Come at them a little bit. And the pressure's been pretty light so far. Here's Caviglia on it. Back to McKennie. Pops it up. Looking Vlahovic's way. Lovely touch out to the side. He can hold possession. Finding Gatti, who blows that one by Caviglia, but he makes a run. Kostic now gets a little space from that run. Now Caviglia's on it. Settles it. Oh, cross was a weak one. Low. Easily cleared. Monza trying to find some avenues, some lanes. Colombo starting to make a move up to the left side. Ball inside for Motta. Sandro watching him. Does well, but it does get a touch off of him, so it's going to be a corner kick for Monza. Corner kick here for Monza. Juve's going to have to defend this. Let's go, everybody. Let's get ahead to this. Let's clear it out. Let's get back on possession. Let's find some lanes and let's hurt him. Man, Caviglia did well. Find himself in a good spot, but the cross let him down. Here's Colpani. And that's headed out by McKennie. Back to Churia. Monza. Trying to come forward here. Here's Motta. McKennie. Watching his man. And yes, Kyriakopoulos has turned into his man. Done with that name today. McKennie doing well, battling. Yes. Finding Caviglia. Stomps on the ball, has it back. Here's Cambiaso being put under by Caldirola. And Monza does well to keep them pinned back. But Gatti comes in and cleans that up. Battling Gagliardini there. Monza on the throw-in. Caldirola. Over for D'Ambrosio. To Churia. Inside for Colpani. Finds Gagliardini. Kyriakopoulos. Cross coming in. Oh, Kostic was back there to help. And ends up clearing it. 53 minutes. Monza now controlling possession. Juve in their shell. Churia. Oh, that's on the ground, and Colombo able to have a stab at that one. Don't like that. Don't like that amount of space there. I don't like that space there. Come on. Let's go. Let's go, you guys. A lot of time left. Come on. Knock that ball about. Force them to open up a bit. Find some lanes. Let's go. Bremer over to Gatti. Quickly closed down by Mota. And now Gatti's going to switch it up, finding Sandro. Has space to move the ball forward. He does. Chiesa's dropped back, trying to collect. But Sandro finds himself with a ton of space centrally. My God, stay on your feet, Mac. Left-footed feint. Oh, tried to slide one in there. I tell you what. If he got that pass right, it was his off foot. But if he lays that in there nicely, Kostic is running into that free and clear. Not a bad idea, but again, just execution. Chiesa putting a ton of pressure on D'Ambrosio there. Here's Churia. Up ahead. Colombo now on the ball, being watched by Sandro. He dishes this off for Mota. Mota cross in, and that's cleared out by Bremer. Kostic doing battle now. Always pushing Monza back. Chiesa, Vlahovic had dropped back. Pessina moves it over to Caldirola. Into Colpani, who's drifted away from that right flank now and just moving around a lot and finding himself more often on the left side now for Monza. Pessina to Mari. And now you have D'Ambrosio. He puts this inside. It's Churia. Here's the cross. Headed out. And Mac. Challenge in there. Trying to flick this one forward for Chiesa. There's Vlahovic doing battle. That's what you need to do. Keep fighting, you guys. Keep fighting. Caldirola into Pessina. Back outside. Colpani comes to collect. Over to Kyriakopoulos. Gagliardini. Inside Churia. And that's cut out by Bremer, but Pessina's on it. Kyriakopoulos. Mota's cross blocked by Gatti. It's going to go out. It's going to be another corner kick to contend. We've got to fight for more balance, you guys. Got to fight for more balance. I don't like this right now. Don't like the way this is sitting right now. Here's the cross. And Tech comes out and hammers that thing out. Little bit of pressure from Chiesa. But not enough to try and win possession back for Juve. Colpani on it to D'Ambrosio. And he goes back. Madri. Churia. Over to Kyriakopoulos. Gatti cuts that one out. Then takes the foul. Absorbs the pressure from Caldirola. Well done by Gatti. We are solid in defense, but I don't need to see the evidence of it for 40 minutes straight. That's all. But we are solid. There's a nice switch field. Here's Cambiaso lined up on Kyriakopoulos. Inside for Chiesa. Drop back to Cambiaso. He's cutting inside to McKennie. Back outside for Caviglia. Hammers one and it's blocked. Oh, that's a foul. Yes, well done, Caviglia. Earns a free kick in a good spot for Juventus. Well done, well done. As he does battle with Colpani there. I wonder if he's going to ask for the hit. He was standing around in there. This is a good spot for Vlahovic with the left foot, but we'll see what happens. Chiesa's there too. This looks... Yeah, maybe... Let's see, man. Would love to see Vlahovic drop this one. Love to see him drop this free kick. Di Gregorio. He knows it's Vlahovic the whole way. Here's Dusan, has a hit, hits the wall. Lobbying for a handball. The ball is still in play, you guys. Gagliardini couldn't keep in play. It is going to be Juventus throw. Come on. Weston, let's go. Here comes the grease fest, baby. Give it to me. Long throw in, flick on, and somebody just finishes this. Come on. There you go. No, just cleared. That's okay. Bremer wins possession. Holy. Says deal with it to Rabiot as he just pounds that thing in at his feet. Here's McKennie. Left foot across, trying to find Vlahovic there. Man, McKennie is crossing it in and trying these through ball passes with his left foot, with his off foot. To be honest, that's not a bad ball at all. He doesn't miss by much to try and find Vlahovic's head. That's decent. That's decent from Mac. Sandro loses the aerial. Churia trying to settle it down, but Kostic comes back and cleans it up. Sandro now flicks it on. Caviglia and Rabiot work a 1-2. Oh, yeah, Caviglia blasting it at Fabri. Might have been our best counter all game, Fabri. Come on, man. Get out of here. Here's Sandro. Looking long ball for Chiesa there. Ooh. Headed off D'Ambrosio, falling backwards. Or Madi. Sandro gets a foul here on Colpani, who's now drifted back to the right. He's going to move everywhere to try and find a way to get involved here for the Monza. D'Ambrosio lays this one forward for Churia, but it's too far. Sandro comes in, cleans it, but he hits Kostic. Colpani in the area now. Back to D'Ambrosio. Over for Churia. Here comes a cross. Headed out by Gatti. Now Bremer on the follow-up. Foul on the back there, and yes, it's called. Looked like a foul on the back there of Bremer. All right, everybody. Hit you with the stats. Second half, 51% possession, 49 in favor of Monza. Much better split already as the first half ended, 63% to 37. For the game overall, it's 60% for Monza, 44 Juventus. 15 total attempts for Juve. 4 on target, 6 total attempts for Monza, and Juve still has the only big chances created, and 3 of them. Missed all 3. Here's Vlahovic laying it forward for Rabiot. It's being watched. Here comes a double team. Tries to see it off his man for a corner kick, then tries to earn a foul, but it's probably just going to be a throw-in right against that corner flag. Rabiot busting his ass today, the crazy horse. Kostic set to take the throw, bringing it away from the corner, giving himself a little more space. Finding Chiesa, one touch in for Rabiot, one touch back out to Chiesa. Cross coming in. McKennie heads it down. "62 minutes, everybody. 1-0 Juventus." Gagliardini over for Cadirola. Monza in possession. Advancing very slowly. Trying to ultimately find Pessina, who's on in now. Absolutely no pressure on him as Juve's back. Colpani can only go back to Madi. He's going to go over to Kirakopoulos. In for Pessina. Push back. Always being pushed back. Malta. Pessina, that's eaten up. Oh, yeah, here's Vlahovic. You've got space, but he's going to run it too. Calderola comes in and cleans it up. Oh, my God, man. All I could say is know your limit, play within it. I don't think you're going to beat 3 guys running at him. Like, that's not really your game. Might have to poke it by Calderola in that moment in time if that's his decision that he makes to stop there on you. But again, he's not a dribbler. He's not thinking that, right? Here comes a cross. Going back post. Colpani misses it completely on his off foot, and thankfully. Holy smokes, that could have been trouble. Wow. Come on, you guys. Madi trying to come in, and Bremer eats that one up again, as he has all game. Rock solid is Bremer. Over to Madi here. Back to Gagliardini, to Madi. We are in full bus mode, ladies and gentlemen. Full on bus. Mota. Great job from Cambiaso, constantly pushing him back. Giardini. Pass it back to Madi there from Churia. Goes beyond him. He's got to track back. Here's Colpani. Back to Calderola. There's absolutely little pressure from Juventus. We're literally forcing them to just come at us for us to win the ball. We're not going to kill ourselves with pressure. We're just going to be patient and see if they can try to open us up and then take the ball away. There's a little 1-2 that gets away from D'Ambrosio and Churia, but it does go off a Juventus player. It's going to be a throw-in. We got a couple changes coming for Monza, looks like. Carboni set to come in. And he's going to take off Madi, and Pereira is going to take off Kyriakopoulos. Thank God I don't have to say that name again. So Pereira and Carboni enter. Madi, Kyriakopoulos off. Gagliardini back to Calderola. McKennie's going to apply a little pressure. That was Carboni there. Interchange going back to Di Gregorio over to D'Ambrosio. He's got to bomb it forward. Too much space there, guys. Got to close it down early. Gatti late getting there. McKennie coming in. Looks like he got a chunk of Colpani. That's okay. Gagliardini. Here's Pereira. Man. How much delay? I'm at 66 minutes, 56 seconds. Hanin. Minding us 4 changes for Monza so far. There's been 0 for Juventus. Here's Churia. Plays it into Gagliardini. Oh, there you go. Pessina coming in. Trying to set himself up for a shot. Colpani trying to cross in. Bremer heads that away. Mota's going to go and keep this one in. Drops it back out. Monza trying to take advantage of some sustained pressure here. Pereira on it. In for Colpani. Trying to get that ball beyond Kostic, but Kostic does well there. But flips it way too far ahead of Chiesa. We have no chance, so we still stay hemmed back by Monza. Pessina's on it. My God. This is not a good share all of a sudden. All of a sudden, the share is done. That ball's way too tough to deal with from Monza. It's going to go all the way through the back. And we've got Juventus on a goal kick here. Closing in on 70 minutes. Now we finally have two players getting ready for Juventus. We have Milik getting ready. Danilo set to come in and get some minutes as he's coming back from injury. Chiesa doing well to earn the throw in here. I think Juve's going to wait just a little bit longer before making these changes. No, they're doing it now. So Danilo coming in for Caviglia. And Milik coming in for Vlahovic. Interesting call here. Wow. So we're at the 70-minute mark. We're going to see Danilo play just ahead of the defenders. Okay. When's the last time we saw that? We have seen that from Danilo, but did we see it last season? I don't think we saw it at all last season. I think it was the season prior. But this is a strange one for me. Got to be a trust thing. Just not trusting Caviglia to get through this full 90. I'm not sure there. It's very, very strange. But, you believe Danilo is versatile enough to cover this position as well and helps the defense even more as we're only sitting on one goal. But I don't know. Weird one. Coming back from injury and playing ahead of the defense for Danilo? It's just weird. It's weird. Here's Chiesa on the ball. And there you go. He keeps going at Monza. Now drops back. It's Rabiot up for Chiesa. Tries to flip this one back to Kostic. Kostic has to deal with it. Here's Bremer. And Bremer does well. Finding Cambiaso. Ooh, bad touch, but that's okay. Danilo's on it. Now he finds McKennie. There's a pass. Oh, Gatti gets that one awfully wrong looking ahead for Milik. Milik's been great as a substitute, having an impact off the bench. See if he can have an impact in this one and seal it. We still have 19 minutes. Okay, a ton of football left in this one, everybody. Ambrosio and Calderola exchanges at the back. Monza sticking around the perimeter. Hasn't been in any lanes. Can give Juve credit for that. Absolutely zero for lanes. Jerry B, I'm back. Woke up from a nap. I tell you what. This one today, this is a tough one. This is a tough one. I'm struggling. I'm struggling with this one today. Like, this has been just nothing here. Shatterstar fell asleep twice. Oh, man. What a drab second half. We got to push for a second here. Come on. I don't like this, against Monza, whatnot. It's like we shouldn't have a problem putting pressure on the ball and winning it back. Man. Bremer doing well on Colpani there. Not giving up anything. And sorry, Sandro. Sandro's having a good game. Yeah. Yeah. Jeff Costello saying has to be said, to be honest. Sandro having a great game so far. Yes. And I will just do this for everyone and knock on wood. All right? Knock on wood. Pessina. Over to Carboni. Back to Pessina. Closing in on 74. Marks and my eyes are fully wide open with fear. Oh my God. Oh man, we should be used to this. We should be used to this. We don't have to like it, but we should be used to this. I don't think my blood pressure even budges anymore at this. Pereira. Back for D'Ambrosio. Finding Pessina. Who's got Gagliardini. Monza just can't find any lanes whatsoever. But here's a little 1-2 with Pessina now. He's going to take a left-footed shot. That's a good shot. Wow. They go from nothing to not being able to figure out how they're going to find some space or any lanes. And there you go. And man... Wow. We got Moise Keane coming in. Federico Chiesa coming out. It pains me, Fede, because you're capable of so much more, but this might be my last weekend with this guy in my Fantacalcio side. I don't think I can afford it anymore. It's just not happening. And not because of them by any means, but you're going to get greasy goals and then just hang back. I got to find an answer. I got to find a solution for Fantacalcio. That's going to leave Bremer as my only Juve player. And that makes sense, honestly, because he's always crushing it for points. Oh, look at Moise Keane tracking back. Look at him playing out of here. Wow, great work from Keane. And there's Sandro. Eats a foul there. It's going to hold everything up, slow everything up. 76 minutes. You know what? It would. You're right. That would do it. 1,000% that would do it. Play forward. Couple aerials. McKennie on it now. Heads it to Rabiot. Does so nicely. Lovely control there from Rabiot. But then a little too long on it. Coughs it up. Here's Monza trying to find some space. Trying to move forward. Pereira's going to have an early cross in there. Dealt with nicely there by Danilo. And there's Sandro. Bombs it forward. Misses Milik. It's played back to Caldirola, but no pressure. We're just going to hang back. Don't want to pressure them. Don't want to kill ourselves trying to win it. Going to force them to break us down. $77 minutes. What are the bets that I don't nod off during this live before this game's over, man? I'm telling you, I'm struggling with this game today. Here's a cross in. It's deflected. And Bremer sees this one out. It's going to be a corner kick for Monza. He's just not playing games, not taking any chances. You see Manna and Giuntoli in the crowd there taking this game in. Here comes a corner kick. It's an in-swinger. Heading back post, headed by D'Ambrosio, but then Bremer heads it back out. D'Ambrosio now hits this one, and it's wide. Woo! Yeah, so I see the stat line in there. Chiesa, 8 games in a row without a goal. I mean, he had 30 touches in this game. 1 shot off target. That's it. 2 shots blocked. Just not enough. Not enough reps, man. Not enough reps. Gatti and the Sandro over to Rabiot. Rabiot's got a little bit of space to work with. Finding Keane. 1 touch back to Rabiot. In for Kostic. Back to Rabiot. Man, we make that advancing run, and the guys don't have the wherewithal to attempt it or put the ball there. Or we just don't want to. Or they're just told, do not take any chances, any risks, and maybe they're scared to attempt these passes. But you're not losing anything if they regain the ball that deep in their third of the, it's just not making sense. And this one, they're going to say hit Bremer. Monza throw in deep. Pereira. Back to D'Ambrosio. Holy man. Dell's saying you can't tell me his Italy comments weren't a slight on Max. Maybe. But I don't know. It felt like he was just stating the obvious, to be honest. Kostic has to deal with this. Taking it to the outside. Does well. Gets the edge. Then puts it forward and does find Milik. Milik bombs this one forward, but is too far ahead for Keane. But look at Di Gregorio way out. Look at Milik. That's a hell of a challenge. You're going to get a card on that one. That was aggressive. Very aggressive. Yellow card for Milik. Monza on the ball here. Pessina. There's Motta. Caldirola. Pessina. Monza knocking the ball around the back. Malta's cross, deflected. Here's Kostic, heads it right back to the top of the area. Rabiot doing battle. Danilo. There's an errant pass. That might hurt him being in there. Gagliardini. McKennie. Slams this one out. My God, you guys. Struggling today. Oh. No espresso today either. No coffee. It's part of the problem. I mean, that should be a mandatory. You're going to watch Allegri ball. You got to have, a quad espresso. Pereira crossing this one in. Cambiaso headed out. Oh, it's a volley, and he gets it all wrong. Dani Motta gets it all wrong. Or was it Gagliardini? One of the two made an error, thankfully. 83 minutes. Get me out of this. got espresso, and then New York City truck stop and still went to sleep. Oh, man. Yeah, definitely got to get the espresso rolling for Allegri ball. I don't like it, you guys. I don't like it, and I think obviously we should. You just got to ramp up a little bit more pressure. You don't have to shut down completely. Like when you shut down completely to this point, it's almost beyond just a quality thing. But like we're not talking about getting into a shootout with teams at this rate. It's just win the ball. Rabiot trying to cross in. McKennie comes in there, just can't get enough heat on it. Easily picked up by Di Gregorio. Kane watching him, making sure he doesn't get a quick start there for the Monza. Our players get a chance to recover, get back into their positions. Milik dropping back as Pessina collects the ball. Gagliardini wants it. He's going to get it here. 84 minutes here. 1-0 Juventus. An absolutely dreadful watch of a second half here from Juventus. Second half, 68% possession for Monza now, so they've ramped it up an extra 5% than it was the first half. Still Juventus, 17 total attempts to 12 from Monza. Monza 0 on target, 6 on target for Juventus. Still, Juve with the only big chances created at 3. Here's a set piece. Gagliardini drops it off. Now they're going to swing it out. It's over to the right side. Carboni drops it back. It's Pereira. Here's the cross. And it's cleared out. Colombo hits it only right at Milik, and there's Keane's touch. Lets him down as we try to take off. Oh, man. 85 minutes. Unreal, you guys. Unreal. My prescription to anyone with insomnia is go to these past 2 second half games and watch that. If you can't sleep, I'd be shocked. This one's going to be a Monza throw. Oh, man, it's snowing out here. Woo! Locatelli coming in. I'm going to have to go shovel after this game. And Max has just put me into a coma, and now I got to go work. Come on. Ref should just call time on this shit show. Oh, man. I don't understand how it keeps you wide awake. I am drifting off. Like, Monza's just toothless for so much of it, too, so I can't even, like, stay up out of intensity because they're not doing anything either, even though they're on the ball the whole time. There's no lanes. There's nowhere for them to go. Colombo kicks it out. Here comes a cross for Monza. Tech! Oh, looked like he was going to misread it for a second, but he does palm it out of the area. Man, Gagliardini to Pessina. They keep looking for lanes and avenues, and Gagliardini from range tries to have a hit there. McKennie comes into Milik. Nicely done from Milik. Plays it forward. Here's Rabiot going in there. Oh, just brushed off from Pereira. Looking for a call here. Nothing coming. Dude, we need you. Get back here. Coming at us. You're in the midfield. Let's go. Carboni. Being watched by Kostic. All the way to the other side for Pessina. Left-footed cross. Goes by everybody. Going to go out the other side. Not touched by a Juve player. It's going to be our throw. 88th minute, everybody. My God. Wow. This is rough one, you guys. Rough one. So now we got Danilo ahead of the defense. Locatelli as a Mezzala on the right as he came in. Okay. Oh, Bremer's down. So Locatelli obviously took Cambiaso out. I think he's just buying time, everybody. I think he's just buying time. I think he's going to be all right. I think he's going to be all right. Might just be a little bit some cramps there. Yeah, I agree. Get this game over. Stop. Don't buy time. Don't do anything like this. Like let's get it done. Apex, is everyone still awake? Oh my God. Fighting this, brother. Fighting this. Tech bombs this thing. Route 1. We have 5 minutes of extra time to add to the misery of this second half. Di Gregorio throws it out quickly to Pereira. Drops it for D'Ambrosio. Monza's going to ramp things up now as they know we're in stoppage time. Locatelli monitors Pessina there. Forces him back to Caldirola. Back to Pessina. Locatelli always watching. There's Danilo. Eats it up. Finds Luca. Luca trying to get it over to Keane. Just misses as pressure's coming on the ball quickly from Monza. We have to be ready. The touch has to be secure. Carboni crosses this one in. That's a good ball. It's in the back of the net. Fucking hell. Fucking hell, boys. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Fucking hell, you guys. There you go. There you go. Absolute nonsense. Absolute nonsense. A toothless squad. And a moment like that. A ball in. Curving and just... Is he off? Just barely? Does he even touch it? I don't even think he touches it. I think it just crosses in. It's a great ball in, but fucking hell, you guys. Oh, I think he does. I think he does get contact. Unreal, man. Unreal. Fucking hell, I'm going to have to deal with this guy off Twitter. 1-1. I'm going to have to deal with the Monza fan. Here comes Gatti. We've got 2 minutes to find a winner now. And you've got a lineup that doesn't have the spark, but we'll see. It's going to be up to these guys. Rabiot does well. Oh, Gatti! Yes, Gatti! Yes, let's go! Gattone! Oh my God, I can't believe it. We're gonna get away with this nonsense. Holy smokes, Gatti, let's go! Come on! And again, Adrian Rabiot, man. He's had a game today. There's nothing stopping us from scoring more goals. You don't have to sit on one. Apply more pressure. Just pressure the ball, win the ball back, get after them. My God. You do not have to sit back completely. Jesus. Got to play with the ball. Go back with some pressure. Gatti botched the first one. Luckily, the ball sat up for him, and he hammers the second one. Beautiful. And it makes up for the missed opportunity early in the game. Fino alla fucking fine. Oh, man. There you go. But Adrian Rabiot, this goal, great work from him. The first one blocked there on Gatti, and then he hammers that rebound. Rebound off his own flub, actually. It wasn't even blocked. I will take it. I will take it. My God. Unbelievable, you guys. Unbelievable. Oh. We've hit the 5th minute. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's shithouse at its best. Okay? And we still have time. Oh, Carboni with a hit! Holy shit! Holy shit, you guys. Oh. Well, that got the ticker going, okay? Alberto's alive. I'll tell you that. Wow. Holy Christ, you guys. How is Pitting? What are you laughing about, Pitting? My God. So, you know, we talk about learning your lesson, but I really just don't think we will. You can play defensively. You can shut a team down, but you still have to apply the pressure. You still have to want that ball. On one goal? Come on. You have to still play with the ball. We're going to shithouse our way out of this one into top. But man, what a game for the Crazy Horse, okay? Rabiot, hands down, easily. And yeah, no doubt, more excitement last 2 minutes than this whole game. Gatti ended up getting another fino alla fine moment. And there you go. Monza trying to get this thing into the mixer one more time. Gagliardini. Keane's going to pressure him quickly. Rabiot putting pressure on Carboni. He's trying to have another cross in. Drops it for Gagliardini. Gagliardini not having a cross. They want Carboni to get it so that he can have the cross in. Don't let him cross. That's it, Keane. Do not let the guy they want to cross it in. There you go, Rabiot. Yes, Rabiot. We have a corner kick to contend here. Rabiot's been an absolute beast today, okay? Corner kick here. My God, just contend this and it's over. Di Gregorio's up there as well. Get this thing out, boys. Going back post. Yes, Sandro sees it out. Yes. There you go, everybody. There you go. Hey, Whew. I don't care how it comes. It came. We got the victory 2-1, but you have to understand, okay? You have to understand you have to apply more pressure on the ball, even if you are just trying to maintain a lead or hold down. You still have to apply pressure, okay? Takes one good cross like that with a good run there, and there you are. Got to apply a little bit more from pressure. Got to want the ball. Gatti really coming up huge in that moment. But it's all Rabiot. Rabiot, hands down, our best player in this game, everybody. Shithouse game. 2-1. 3 points. Top of the table. Sit back and see what happens at the Maradona this weekend. But the opportunity for us to remain in first place is there. Let's let those teams go to war and sit back and enjoy the show. Top of the table for now, everybody, okay? We are going to talk about, it's just simply a 1-point lead over Inter. Monza, still going to be happy with where they're at. They're at 18 points, sitting on 9th place. Obviously, that could fluctuate given the other matchups that are set to take place this weekend. But for us, hey, we get the job done. We get the win. Wasn't pretty. Almost turned into an absolute brutal moment, but you have to learn from that. And we knew that this could come from it, but man, nasty, but I'll take it. You got to be lucky to be good, and there's some luck for us. Let's just not bank on that all the time. Holy Christ. Way too dramatic, but in the end, Juventus gets it. 2-1. Ratings. Here are your player ratings for this one. Everybody, drop your man of the match in the comment section. Do you give it to Gatti because of the game winner there late, or do you have someone else being your man of the match? Szczesny finishes with a 6.4. These are all from SofaScore. I'll give you mine as we go. Grazie again, Rick. Okay. Ciao, sempre fino alla fine. Szczesny, 6.4. Fine with it, 6.5. Gatti finishes with a 7.9 for SofaScore. Yeah, I'd go with getting the winner too, and that late, and just his overall game today. 7, I think, for me, probably 7.5, maxing out. Bremer with a 7.2. I think Bremer should be at a 7. Sandro at a 7.6. Played a good game. I think all the guys across the back should be at a 7. Gatti gets an extra 0.5 because he found a goal, and it was the winner. Cambiasso with a 7.2. I had Cambiasso about 6.5. McKennie finishes with 7.5. I don't know where they're getting these ratings from on SofaScore. Not enough involvement. I give him a 6.5. Hasni Kalusi Kavil with 7.1. I give him 6.5. Rabiot, 8.5. Oh, yeah. By a long shot. Easily man of the match for me. He's got to be on... he got the goal. Got an assist on the winner. Great run at the end. Drive in the area. This is the Rabiot we need. We talked about it. He's got to be this impact player for Juventus. 8.5 from SofaScore. I have him on an 8. He's man of the match for me. Kostic, 6.9. 6.5 from me. Vlahovic at 5.9. Yeah, flat out 6. Not a good showing. Chiesa at 6.7. 6.5. I mean, 6 is not much of a difference. Not much involvement for those guys, and not a fault of their own. But those are the ratings from me. Easily Adrian Rabiot for me. Put on a damn clinic. That's the Rabiot we need every single game. I don't want to hear about contract extensions unless I see that repeatedly. Match in, match out, okay? Dells as Rabiot. Abby, Rabiot, no doubt. Raven, Rabiot easily. Rabiot from Rick. Rabiot. There you go. Captain Rabiot easily MVP. Shit win? Yeah, it was. But a win's a win. Hey, I'll take it any way we could get him. But I do hope, fingers crossed, Juve learns a lesson. But history says we may not. I have no problem with them trying to clamp down, but clamping down doesn't mean you don't fight for that ball and to control the ball and stop your opposition. We can't simply sit back and watch them play the ball into our area. But bravo to Rabiot. Rabiot GOAT. Rabiot without a doubt. Ever since he's had the armband, he's stepped up. I haven't seen it to this level like today. This is the level I need him at to help our midfield out big time. Rabiot. Alex P. Some people really deserve Conte back. We're crying even when we win. We are top of the table. Hey, you know what? What a wild finish to a game that was so drab in the second half. In the first half, it was better. Not a whole much better, but holy Christ. Like I say, I don't care how they come. Keep the wins coming. The only thing that matters, everybody, is top of the table. Let's see what happens, okay? Thankfully, okay, thank my lucky stars, I don't have to go deal with a Monza fan that would have had his prediction at 1-1 right. So, Gatti, let's go, everybody. That guy drinks for free tonight, okay? Beers on everybody else. Let's go. And Rabiot drinks for free as well. Let's go. Pressure on Inter now. Yes, our move is done. And now it's up to them, everybody. All right. And I tell you what, we've got another couple Fridays coming. And like the only Monza fan in existence, of course, yours truly finds him, brother. Had to happen. Makes for good laughs, though. Love the banter out there in the Twitterverse. But, hey, happy Juve found a way. Thank you. You have saved me big time, because if I had to deal with this guy, that's a chihuahua on a whole nother level when you got Monza fans coming at you, okay? But ultimately, we gave them okay, and now let's see what happens in that Napoli-Inter matchup. Quickly, let's just talk about it. I want to get a feel for how you all think. What do you think's going to happen in that game? Will Juve remain top of the table? Will we be level with Inter after this weekend? Or will Inter regain the lead? Let me know right now what you think in the live chat, because I think this is going to be a very, very difficult game for both those teams. There are a lot saying that because of what's gone on at Napoli this season, that Inter is set up to come in there and win this game. But Napoli's home record is pretty poor. I will say that, okay? But there's a lot to be said about the way they played at the Bernabeu, albeit in a loss to Real Madrid in Champions League. They could still hold their heads up high in that game. And there was more in it for them in that game as well. Inter, the way they play, will give Napoli its chances. And Napoli still can put the ball in the back of the net. And they still get a lot of opportunities. Mazzarri is a wild card. But Inter resting a lot of these players in Champions League, well, that means they haven't played, and got some reps in there and whatnot. Maybe they're a little flat coming out of the gate at the Maradona. I don't know. I can easily see this thing being a draw or a victory for Napoli. I could see this game going either way, okay? But I have a feeling that Inter is not going to win, whether they draw or Napoli pulls off the victory. But I don't think Inter's winning this game coming up. I don't believe it. We'll find out and we'll see. The main thing is Juve getting the job done, all right? Getting the job done. Quick vote, all right, as everyone was commenting there while the live was happening. Guys, stick with this layout for watch-alongs, or go back old school with Berto, full screen, and your scoreboard. Let me know right now quickly here in the chat. I'm going to quickly recap everything that's going on in standings. Juve now 33 points, okay? Inter second with 32. And, oh, man, they just kicked me out of here. Hang on a second. We've got Milan. I see a drop-off coming from Milan, okay? 26 points. It's not looking pretty there. Napoli at 24. This could be a big swing for them if they take the match against Inter. Roma, 21 points. Bologna, 21 points. Atalanta and Fiorentina on 20. Monza with 18. And then Frosinone with 18. Frosinone set to take on Milan this weekend. And that's going to be an interesting one too. But we'll see what happens. Layout is good. I like this layout. Go back old school, Wing of Winter says. Jacob saying this looks better. Like this layout. Go back to full screen, please. Ooh. All right. We'll leave it out to a vote. I'll put it out on YouTube, and you guys can all, we'll see what the percentage is. I'm happy either way, okay? Maybe we'll just tweak a little bit of the new, a little bit of the old. But I like it. And change is good, everybody. Change is good. We'll see. And maybe some live squad updates if not Tara. You know what? We could probably sort that out. We could do that. I think I could do that. So maybe we'll stick with this, and I'll get some live updates going. We'll work on it, everybody. Enjoy your weekends. Thank you for being here for the live watch along. You guys are great. Don't forget, tomorrow we talk about this one in depth. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. It's the post-match podcast. Myself and Omer are guaranteed to be on it, and we might have possibly 2 guests from the AJC team joining us tomorrow, right? So we might have a full house. Can't wait for it and hope to see you all there. As always, no matter what, fino alla fine, forza Juve. Whether it's a shithouse victory or we go out there and stomp them, it doesn't matter. Win's a win. Top of the table, everybody. Take care. As always, hey, they hate it when we're on top, okay? So just enjoy all of them bitching about anti-football, the shithouse, all this and whatnot. Yeah, we hate it too. We don't like the style, whatever, but it's working. It is what it is. Happy about the win, but there's something about us pulling away greasy fino alla fine moments that the rivals just can't stand, and it's just, I love it. All right? So get out there and enjoy that. Take care, everybody, all right? And it's my pleasure. Thank all of you. Take care.
Yeah.